Hey, Robin,
What's sewing down at the post?
we've got bowl cozies. We've got bowl cozies by Creative Grids this week. And I'm going to be doing a demo on how to do these awesome bowl cozies. We have a small cozy, and then we've got a large cozy over here. Here's the template for the large. Here's the template for the small. And I'm going to move on over and show you how to do that. So we're starting out. You want to have two 16-inch squares for your large cozy, which is what I've got right here. And then you need to have two 16-inch pieces of cotton batting. That's the most important part of this whole thing is that you've got cotton, 100% cotton batting, cotton fabric, cotton thread. We don't want anything with metallics in it. It's going in your microwave. You want to make sure it doesn't catch on fire. So to start out with our bowl cozy, we're going to take our 16-inch squares and we're going to fold them in quarters, just like so. We're going to take our large template. You're going to place it folded edge on the two straight sides, just like so. And trim, you're only trimming around the round edges that are not folded. Hey, Robin, what's your favorite thing to put inside your bowls in the wintertime and in the fall?
Oh, tomato soup with sprinkled Parmesan cheese.
That sounds absolutely delicious. So here's what our first square looks like. So we have our darts. And then we do this 3 more times. Now the fun thing about this is all the bowl cozies I've made, Creative Grids has taken this and shortened the time frame into how long it takes to make these bowl cozies. The template just simplifies the whole process. So now I've got my cotton fabric all ready to go. Now, one thing you can do to make this just a little bit simpler for your cotton fabric, you can cut both of them at one time. However, the batting is just a little too thick to get a smooth cut if you double your batting.
Hey, I got a great idea.
What's that?
Well, wouldn't it be fun at a Halloween party if you made one of these cozy bowls and filled it full of candy for each attendee at the table at the party? In the table setting.
That would be fun.
That would be such a cool idea. And you could do it for Thanksgiving or the holidays.
Yep.
Make everybody want to sit at the kids' table.
You know what you could do too? Thinking about that?
Yeah.
With all of this awesome fabric that we have down here at the Stitch and Post, we have all this fun Halloween fabric right now. And with Halloween only 30 days away, you can make yourself some fun bowl cozies to put all your candy in for trick-or-treaters.
That's true. Or if you got some of our beautiful Christmas fabrics that we've already got in down here,
Oh,
and you had, and I love tables. Being the dish collector, I love tablescapes. So this would be such a cute Christmas gift for each attendee to your Christmas party, and you could fill it with Christmas goodies and hot chocolate packages, and put it in cellophane and make it as a hostess gift.
that would be a
attendees.
wonderful idea.
Oh, this is just so much fun.
So what we have here, we're going to layer up our cotton fabric with our cotton batting. And then we're going to have to line up our darts. Actually, let me take that back. This is the fun of recording. Before we make our darts, we have to quilt in the middle of our bowl cozies so we can hold them together.
So we're
So we're gonna be-
the sewing machine, Amy.
We sure are.
All right.
Typically what I do is take a marking tool of some type and my Creative Grids ruler, and I'm going to mark my line. You can quilt this however you want, but for today, we're just going to go from corner to corner like a large X. And since I don't have a marking tool out here, I'm going to fold this so I can actually get a nice even X.
Nothing like a good old fashioned pressing.
Exactly. And then since we're on camera, we make sure that our machine does not trick us. And we're sewing on the amazing TL18 today, which is my favorite machine down here. So I'm a little biased.
Hey, Amy, what's that clicking sound when you get to the end of the seam?
When you get to the end of the seam down here, our TL18s automatically cut from the foot. So you can keep your hands on your project at all times.
That's cool.
However, it does have the ability to turn that off. We do have a stopper that goes with it, so that way you can avoid cutting with your foot if you so desire. So this is our first one quilted. And again, I'm going to fold this in half and get a nice light press. Hey, Kelsey, what kind of stuff do you like down here at the Stitch Post?
I'm pretty partial to the new Halloween fabric. I really love the moons and stars we've got over there. And the little gnomes.
What have you been stitching with it?
I'm planning on making an apron with our Halloween fabric.
Oh, fun. And I am using our confetti cotton that we sell here. It's a wonderful cotton, 50 weight, thread. Very, very easy to work with.
And has it broken on you?
Nope, it never breaks on me. And the lint is not quite as bad as some of the other threads that are out there on the market that we don't mention around here.
Well, Amy, I'm a little bit out. You didn't ask me what I have been seeing people buy the Halloween fabric for.
Oh, well, please, I need to know.
Oh, well, a lot of the customers have been coming in and buying our Halloween fabric, making Halloween bags for their grandkids.
Oh, fun. Did you make any?
No, but I do have a great video if you wanted to make some. We did it with Easter egg hunting bags, but you could find some really cute Halloween tea towels and back it with some of our cute Halloween fabric and use your embroidery machine to put their names on it. Would be so cute.
Oh, that would be adorable.
Yeah, we have a YouTube channel. It's What's Sewing Down at the Post. Everybody will have to like and subscribe and check us out when a new video comes up.
So the next step that we're doing is we are matching up our seams on our darts, and then we're going to stitch that with 1/4 of an inch.
That's pretty thick, Amy. That machine gonna handle it?
This machine can handle just about anything.
That's cool.
We did just get finished with a class that used this machine for handbags. And if you check out our TikTok,
At So Bargain.
if you check out is it So Bargain or?
It's at So Bargain is the TikTok.
All right. So if you check out the TikTok, Kelsey made a TikTok yesterday showcasing the beautiful leather handbags that are faux leather handbags that were made by a bunch of our awesome ladies yesterday, actually over the past 3 days. And they came out absolutely beautiful. Make sure you actually catch the fabric inside. So the next step is to open this up and do the same thing again. On the other 2 darts. Now the TL18 does come with a 1/4 inch foot with a guide for piecing. So and it comes with a seam guide that you can attach to the machine so that way you know that you're always getting a perfect 1/4 inch.
This is going pretty fast, Amy. When I made mine several years ago, probably about 4 years ago, there seemed like it was a lot of involved steps to get to this point. It seems so much faster and easier.
There sure were. I mean, I made so many bowl cozies over the years, and going from having to mark your darts and then cut all your darts and all the other steps that are involved. Creative Grids just makes it so simple. So we've got our first one, and next we do the same thing. And I will say, it does, I mean, Robin, it really does. I was pleasantly surprised when I pulled out my Creative Grids template and started making my full cozies sewing while tired, and still got it done in less than an hour. And always, see, gotta make sure you catch that seam. And ask me how I know.
So, Amy, how much does this so, the whole point of making these bowl cozies is to save money and be able to treat everyone at Christmas or at a holiday with a gift. So how much is this?
It is $23.49.
That's not bad at all.
It is absolutely not bad at all.
No, because you're saving when you make anything, even if you're a crafter and you run your own little craft business and you're selling these, and this is a hot ticket item this time of year, it's definitely a wise investment.
It sure is. And I mean, I have made it's a favorite gift every year to make these bowl cozies. Also, you get people who get sick this time of year and you want to help your people out. You take them nice big old bowls of soup or pots of soup, and it's just a nice little gift to give.
It's perfect for soup and chili season.
You know what? And around here, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I'm an in the winter ice cream kind of gal. Those bowls get cold. And, these bowl cozies don't have to always go in your microwave. You can use them to keep your hands warm while you're holding your delicious bowls of ice cream. Oh, and of course that happened. Sometimes this does happen.
That's a neat feature that you get. You don't have to take the whole table off just to get to your bobbin.
No, but sometimes your bobbin likes to eat your thread.
Oh, well, when you use the thread cutter like that, it kind of cuts the tail short. So you
It
have to
does
rethread your
sometimes,
bobbin.
occasionally, but it's super simple to fix. Put that right in there. Pull my thread back up. Got my tweezers. Tweezers are a must, which we definitely have plenty of tweezers out here. And we do have this awesome little side cutter. I'm back at it.
Well, Amy, I appreciate all your hard work showing all of our valuable customers how to make these great bowl cozies. If you know someone that shops at the Stitching Coast, you might find one of these under your Christmas tree this year.
It just might. Okay, so we've got our darts made now. I don't have an iron open, but you want to press all of your seams open. So I'm going to finger press for today. But once you get it put together, no one's going to know. Except for all of you watching. So to finish this, and see, here we go. Like I said, catching that seam.
That's probably where those guides really come in handy.
It is. However, that was where it started. Yep. Got it.
All right, and our next step is put them together.
Yep. So this, you're going to put these where they are right sides together so that you'll see, and you want to match your darts. So just kind of get in here real quick. And a trusty little Wonder Clips.
Can you get those here as well?
You sure can. Pretty sure I buy them at least monthly.
I don't know. I think she even does weekly on some weekends.
I do.
Right at 2:45.
Guilty.
There's Amy with the package of Wonder Clips.
Every Saturday.
I know. Depends on how big quilt she's working on.
If you're clumsy like me, those really come in handy when trying to avoid finger pricks with pins.
Well, you know what? I've got pets. I've got a dog and I've got 2 cats. And I just really don't feel comfortable with pins in my sewing room because you just never know.
This is true.
And being a prior vet tech, the horrors I have seen of pins inside pets.
Oh,
So
we try to avoid that with our Wonder Clips.
we only use Wonder Clips in our house.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, when I sew down at the farm, Rip is in his pen. We have a little saying around the old, the Willow Pond farm, you do not sew with a 90-pound German Shepherd in the room.
Oh. Well, not when the 90-pound German Shepherd is still very, very much a puppy
Yeah, this is true.
and probably feels like he needs to help in the sewing room.
So if you're watching this video, post your funny sewing machine animal stories. Everybody likes to read those.
Please do. And to mention, I'm sure we've all got kids or grandkids or littles and how much they like to help in our sewing rooms too.
Oh man, my little Ambelina loves playing with things that are dangerous.
Which is why we make sure all the time our rotary cutter is closed.
Yes.
Do not sew like rock and leave it open.
Now, normally I am a tons of clips clipper, and this I am breaking some quilting rules right now because I do not have a walking foot on my sewing machine right now. So
But that bad boy is tough. Then get handled.
it sure is. So I'm going to make sure when I start putting this together, I want to leave at least a 3-inch opening. I leave a little bit bigger just for my own purposes, but you know, you want to start out, if you don't typically back tack, you want to make sure you reverse stitch on this sucker. And then we're going to go around at about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. And making sure that we keep our seams open.
Don't so fast. Because winning the race doesn't necessarily mean
No, and
you're not the best.
I'm not always the fastest stitcher either. That's the other thing that's nice about these Wonder Clips. You don't have to worry about sewing over a needle.
Yes. You're not going to miss them.
I mean, we love everyone's business down here. However, it would be better to not sew over a needle. Okay. This is also where a stiletto comes in handy. It's over there. So I'm going to be showing off a little stiletto that I have as I go around the corners. Okay. So right here is where that stiletto comes in handy because we don't want to get our fingers in the way. Oh no, have y'all ever gotten your fingers in the way of a sewing machine?
Not yet.
Well, now embroidery machines, That's
Yeah, those
another
things are
story.
speedy.
Even the long arms, you have to really careful about getting overconfident and sticking your finger around that needle.
So here I am coming up where I'm almost completed. So I'm going to back tack here and hope I gave myself a big enough room. But we're going to pull this right sides out and give myself a very small hole. So here we go. We're going to birth a bag, kind of. That's what I call it, but it's not a bag. It's a bowl. So we're going to birth a bowl.
Is it a boy or a girl? Oh.
You know, it's a
bowl.
it's witchy gnomes. I absolutely love this fabric. We've got gnomes on it. We've got bats. We've got little kitty cats. Again, that might be my bias because I have a black kitty at home. However, looking at the detail on this fabric, it's absolutely adorable.
And we also have a panel that goes with that fabric.
We do. You want to go grab it?
Mhm.
So like I said, it's supposed to be a 3-inch hole. I gave myself a 1-inch hole. And now I'm going to put the lid onto my stiletto, and I'm going to use this as a point turner. So that way I can make sure all my seams are open. So, oh, here is this panel right here.
It says, "Let's get spooky." Spooky season is my favorite.
It's my favorite too. I break the rules again. While Halloween is not everyone's favorite, it's usually Christmas.
I'm a weirdo. I like Easter.
Well, I like Easter too because it's springtime.
I love Easter. Besides, you get a new outfit, and I'm always up for shopping.
See, that's how I feel about fall. Now here I have a new witch's hat, so. So what is y'all's favorite thing to do for fall?
I'd have to say watching Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And carving pumpkins. I love doing that with my kids.
Carving pumpkins is fun.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that. And pumpkin patches.
Handing out candy.
I always dress up to hand out candy. Even though my kids are grown, I still will, a little Halloween something. So the next step, once you have pulled this right sides out, is to top stitch. And then you've got a bowl cozy. This one's for a larger bowl, so you can use it for like plates.
That's cute. You could use it to hand out candy.
You can. Exactly. So you just top stitch you fold under your edge by, your typical 1/4 inch. And then you're going to top stitch this sucker closed. And this right here on our TL18 is the micro lifter. That's a little thick on that little seam right there. So I just lifted that a little bit. So now it floats right over that little seam. So I'm not struggling to put my fabric underneath it. And it slides right on. Now, this is a personal preference. You can either back tack in the beginning or back tack at the end. And I back tack at the end. And then I kind of slow down over the seams just a little. And making sure I get everything under there. Other people have their personal preference. There are some hand sewers, I'm sure, out there who might want to hand sew it closed. But for time's sake, I am definitely a top stitcher. Sometimes it helps if you press it before you start to top stitch too.
Yes, that's something you definitely do is develop good sewing habits.
Yes.
Let me tell you that this is yes,
Yeah, you just kind of. I can definitely tell you at home I have a whole pressing station right next to me.
So, Amy, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
On the little bottle
Mhm.
with the Creative Grid ruler, could you do that with a layer cake?
You sure could. Well, actually, no, you can't.
Okay.
With the smaller bowl, you want 11-inch square.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. That's just something I wanted to know.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just an inch too big for those layer cakes. But you can use fat quarters.
Oh, that's cool.
You could use fat quarters for both the large
Yep,
and the small bowl.
I actually use fat quarters for both bowls. So you can get if you get those fat quarter bundles that Trina cuts.
Or jewel boxes. In there.
Yeah.
Think about how many bowl cozies you could make with those jewel boxes.
Mm-hmm.
We have individual
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, you may have different family members who have favorite things or favorite colors. Or like you said, somebody's sick and you're trying to make them a special little gift to take cheer them up.
Right.
You might find a really cool fat quarter. Say you love kitties, you might find a fat quarter with nothing but kitties on it.
And what's fun is, Trina has worked so hard back here, cutting up our fabric and making kits and making fat quarters and 1-yard cuts that, all of our fabrics have fat quarters to go with them
Mhm.
now. Or if you want to just go ahead and get our 1-yard cuts.
You can do that as well.
Yep.
That's really fast when you're in a hurry.
Yes.
It really
You
is.
don't have to wait at the cutting table. We did that as a little time saver for the ladies in the hurry at the show. At the Quilt Retreat. And speaking of quilt retreats, we got our famous Sew Bowl coming up here this weekend, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Ah.
So now I had my pressing station next to me. Coming, making sure I don't have any stray thread tails.
So Amy, why is this so important about the 100% cotton on the fabric and the padding
So
and the
as
thread?
I mentioned earlier, you don't want any metallics or anything like that
Yeah.
because once you put it in the microwave, it'll catch fire.
Okay.
So if you're using polyester batting because that's what you have left over from your quilts and you put that in your microwave, it doesn't even take 30 seconds before it starts to smolder. So you need to make sure that you are using 100% cotton all the time, which this is our bulk cozy.
And could that be reversible as well?
It sure is.
And we did all of that in under 45 minutes.
Yep, about half an hour.
Just
And this
about.
is our smaller one, and it is all done. We do have everything in our store. We have all of it to support this particular
project.
project. Thank you.
Yeah.
we have everything. We have the Wonder Clips. We do have a stiletto on the wall. We of course have, tweezers. We have everything. We have the 100% cotton thread, and we have the 100% cotton batting as well. We have everything you need. So thank you for watching our demo.
Well, Amy, thank you so much for joining us for Hey Robin and Amy.
And Kelsey.
Kelsey. Someone down the coast. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.